five.
It was in terms of group, yeah.
And it was just a bunch of us just locally doing our thing. And I felt if we had come together as a collective and brainstorm, because as I say, I tell people all the time, we was the ones that paved the road for this. Because while we was doing our thing, it wasn't even like socially correct to even be doing what we was doing.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to hear it on the radio. They didn't want to hear us talking about it.
Yeah.
They didn't want us to do shows. Speaking of shows, that show, Queen Show, I can't even remember what year it was.
Yeah.
Break that down. I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Tell me how that went down.
The Queen Show was shot, had a link with one of the ladies who was in charge of the girls and stuff. Shots knew her. So she heard Shots' album and she said, look, I need some talent on that show. Between the intermission, between the breaks, you know. And I'm willing to give you a spot. And we were supposed to, that time, Styles and Shice was going to perform their track from after SNS Tonic, one of their girly tracks.
Dream Boy?
Dream Girl or something like that. Dream Boy, Dream Girl. And yeah, and
Dream Boy.
Yeah. And me and Shots were supposed to perform Pressure. So we had a little thing put together. We was going to perform Pressure first, and then them boys would just come out of the season and let them buy Styles and Shice perform their track. That was sabotage, you know. We did a sound check. Sound check was fine. We already numbered mics and everything, but the sound man them was basically hating from since the sound check. The man that was just hating. The man was just, the one was showing no love at all. I can't even remember the name of the sound system at the same time, right? The man was showing no love at all. The night of the show, the man ain't lock on the mic them. Only one mic was on, that was shut on. The man shut down the mic, so we on stage rapping, nobody hearing us. Of course the crowd like, what the hell, they were hearing nothing. You know? And then we stand up, we looking around, so of course the crowd like, what's going on, this is unprepared, you know, this is just whack. And the crowd started booing, so man, that was literally my first booing experience. That was just, that totally almost killed my spirit, but that ain't let that kill me. It still went and tried to do my thing. Yeah, but that what happened. That show was sabotage. That sound system, whoever I is, I know I is, I just whack.
So after that,
that's why I still ain't around. I ain't making no way. Cause I don't hear about time.
After that, that's when the whole IMC project came in, or that's when the whole VI project?
Well, IMC basically ain't making no way.
It ain't take off.
It ain't take off because
well,
the man them in the circle I was in, and this is how I so selfless, right? I came up with the name IMC. The man and everybody like, yeah, this name so ill, Element Connection. This kind of like all the islands throughout the Caribbean. You know, it's like you know, it's a broad perspective. 2 days, like couple days after, I hear the man said, nah, this is sound too territorial. Where we don't listen. Element Connection connecting all the Caribbean islands.
Yeah.
It sounds too territorial, right? It sounds like we're not thinking about the US and the Caribbean. We're limiting ourselves.
All right.
But let's go with VI Lander. Oh, that song. That don't sound like the voice. That is alone. That ain't even got the other Caribbean islands in it. But I so selfless and I so willing to work with anybody. I tell the man, look, let's work with that. Let's work with that. And because of my experience, guess what happened? For the first DVD, I was the man looking up all the talent and interviewing all the talent. Like, where is the second DVD?
Alright.
Right? But like for the first DVD, I look up all the talent. It was totally street. I mean, totally street. There are some real gangsters in there, some real trappers. You know?
Do you remember any of the names? Call some of the names who was on that
DTM Boys was in there.
DTM Boys.
Aisha Mani.
Aisha Mani.
You know?
Big up to Aisha.
Donnie
was up in there.
Yeah, Dance Them. Make that for sure. A lot of other man who was up in there, you know, from hip hop straight up to man who was doing dancehall. Was up in there. Producers, you know, Caesar, you know, Jugu from Showtime made one of the DVDs. I can't remember the second one or the third one. But the third one I wasn't on it, you know. The third one, the man was like, okay, we can't do nothing street because of the sponsors or whatever. But
the sponsors. But okay, since your thing never really got to formulate and never got to take out, what was supposed to be the concept of IMC? How would that have materialized if it went down and it got a
Element Connection. Island Man connection speak for itself. Island Man who in hip hop doing the thing. I had links with St. Martin.
True that.
We were making links with St. Thomas.
True that.
We would just link up, it would be like a big thing. You understand? It would be IMC, St. Martin, IMC, St. Thomas. That's how I was thinking big, you know?
No.
Not just one island. The name itself would speak for itself, the name itself.
I mean, I remember the logo. The logo was dope.
But
too.
even that, you know, we're still missing a lot of history because you was away. But there's a number of things that went on that you ain't aware of. I put out an album. That nobody ever heard and nobody ever seen.
No, spit this, man. Break it down. Fill me in, because I said this is news to me.
2007.
2007.
I dropped an album. After Shice released an album that Jugu produced.
This
right?
was called what? Confident Swagger.
Yeah, Confident Swagger. Right? Apparently he probably wasn't confident enough because I ain't went nowhere neither. He ain't do nothing with that. But bought some copies or whatever. Right?
Okay. True that.
Now, he did that with Jugu. You know, I don't know what he and Jugu work out in terms of, you know, whatever they did in terms of production or whatever. That ain't really went nowhere because, you know, Shice ain't really basically pushing. You know, he sell a few copies,
but the artist,
he give it a few copies.
The artist gotta push your work because
right,
like, your work is not gonna get up
after
and walk
that now,
into somebody's stuff.
After that whole saga with he and Jugu, and he, you know, some disagreements was in there, you know. He decided, look, I gonna start my own studio. I gonna get my own stuff. So he started accumulating, you know, of course the computer, the monitors, the mic. He wasn't really into producing, right?
Yeah.
But he just wanted to record and he was going to use and like mixtape beats and all kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we did that. I went and recorded with him because we were done doing the whole DVD thing. I tell him, look, he knew I had a lot of tracks. He was like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing, you know, I just don't trust nobody to record my stuff because it's a bunch of, you know, hating and you go by these men, you know, you record the material, you can't get it back from them and all kind of thing. He was like, yeah man, come by me, we gonna do this thing, you know, reach boys, you know, I'm gonna push you, whatever. I went by this man, you know, making a whole set of sacrifice, leaving my family home, unprotected and all kind of thing. Went by this man nights, you know, sleepless nights and things, recorded 14 tracks.
14 tracks.
14 tracks.
What was the name of this album?
Kane Juice, because them time there I was going by Suga Kane.
Kane Juice.
Kane Juice. I tell you, the concept of the album, everything was just sick. The cover, everything was just sick. Cause shots took the pictures for the cover and everything.
Artist, photographer that he is.
Yeah, you know,
multi-talent.
I recorded this album in 2 weeks because I had to track them in my head. I ain't had them in book. They were in my head, so I would go out there and lay down two, three tracks in a day.
In a night?
You know what I mean? Because I knew the tracks them from head. So it took 2 weeks to record this whole album. You know, Shice was doing the mixing thing, you know, getting accustomed to it. And to give thanks for all the work that he put in. Album cover, album with press and everything. Right? Can he buy equipment to press enough albums for me? The album is them, he tell me the album, he praised the album, how the album sounds sicker than he owned. Praising me up, promises can't done, you know, and the album never left this man's studio up to now.
So obviously
all I
pressed
got,
up.
look, all I got, I got 7 copies, and basically I took them to St. Martin, hand them out to my family, the radio station. I get a couple of interviews over there, spit and them kind of thing. That's all I get. 7 copies. This man had a couple goodwill number copies in his house. Probably have them there today. And I asked from since then I've been asking this man, and no hate, no love lost, I've been asking this man to give me Kane Juice. And that's why the whole Suga Kane name there. I kill it because he killed it for me. Right?
Wow.
He killed it for me basically. And I never expressed this to him face to face. So if you see this is the closest thing I get to face to face. No love lost. Still love you, you still my boy. But I let the man know that
Do you still want Kane Juice?
nah, Kane Juice dead.
I don't.
There ain't no resurrection for Kane Juice, you know what I mean? Dead. Suga Kane dead.
I would love to hear this masterpiece that is Kane Juice.
I know that. You will have to ask Shice for a copy because I can't get it from him. So I doubt you get from him.
I mean, I'm a person. I'm gonna see what happens.
I doubt you can get that copy from him.
Gonna put you on the map.
Huh? But my boy, the whole album, if you see this album cover,
It'll be like that
I didn't even hear the tracks them to go with it. I had one copy left. And before I give it to my sister, I let Sage burn it on the Mac. So Sage have a copy on his Mac too. All the track. It was mixtapes.
I'm gonna find this. I need to find this.
And I was so selfless. I featured shice, maybe about 4 features. Only 4 features I got on that album. And I think all of them, the 4 features, include shice.
So it had no other...
still trying to get a man shine as an artist. Tell a man still push himself as an artist.
So it had no other local rappers around?
No. They had no other local rappers around. He didn't want to work with nobody else. He didn't want nobody to come up in the studio, in his house.
Okay.
You know, he was very protective of his stuff. Okay. He lived in Eastern Long Look. He didn't want nobody breaking in the house and them kind of vibe.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean?
Went down.
I keep it real, I keep it 100. Those are the words expressed to me, so I keep people out to the man house.
Yeah.
And any features I had to feature, I had to feature this man on my album, and still ain't make it nowhere.
Wow, but anyway,
and
I'm gonna head this
then,
out.
that's why I killed the whole name Kane Juice.
Okay, so Kane Juice, dead, buried, done.
Done.
Dean by any means arose. Is this when you took your hiatus from the rap game?
Kinda, yeah, because I started to focus more on my family, you know what I mean? Being a married man, being a family man, and the grind, they basically just pull aside. But I did some work with Sage. You know, a couple of tracks, but no, nothing per se on CD.
Alright.
You know, a couple of tracks to keep writing, just to keep myself, you know, vibes in the studio and thing, you know.
Alright,
yeah,
but this is my thing though. This is my thing too, because you're a man. You have this knowledge. Like I said, you have this wealth of the hip hop game. I know you pretty much had your own studio once upon a time.
I try the thing, but I ain't got time for the producing and sitting down and the editing. I just want to spit.
You just want to spit.
Yeah.
And that's understandable. So as we take off, I want to hear what's the future. What's the future, Suga Kane?
Dean by any means.
Dean by any means. It's gonna be tough, man. It's like a
I know. The name's stuck in head. But at least we let the people know that yeah, it was Suga Kane.
But it's Dean by any means.
Dean by any means. And here the any means speak by itself. That means I just by any means I must get myself out there and hard. You understand? So that's the whole concept of Dean by any means. Like by any means.
But where's the future though? Where does it go? Where does it go from here?
Well, right now, as myself, I still writing. You know what I mean? I haven't recorded in a while because I've been doing some traveling, been enjoying.